Welcome to The Chatter, your end of the week ear candy for what to eat, drink, see, and do in Richmond, Virginia, right damn now.
The Richmond Experience is independently owned and created by locals, us, for locals, you. From recent openings and the latest trends to time tested traditions and hidden gems, we're here to help you experience the very best that RVA has to offer.
Hi, I'm Paige, RVAX owner and chief marketing officer. I'm the face you see in front of the scenes on Instagram and TikTok, taking you to all the latest and greatest hotspots around town.
And I'm Kelsey, RVAX owner and editor in chief, working behind the scenes on your Wednesday and Thursday newsletters, The Weekly Insider and The Weekender, and City Guides.
Hey, Kels.
Hi, Paige. It's nice to have you back.
I know. I had a very, very eventful and emotional week last week.
Yes, the end of your May came in hot.
It did. It came in hot. Holly and I are officially married.
Officially married. Congratulations yet again. How exciting. I'm swooning over all of the pictures.
I have a wife. It's wild.
You're wifed up.
I'm
It's
wifed
the
up.
wife life.
Yeah. So, yeah, we had a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. I cannot thank the whole team at Jardin enough. They made us feel extremely special and they made the day super beautiful and stress-free. And I cannot thank Donnie, the owner, enough. And the whole team. Megan, Cam, you know who you are if you're listening.
It's too cutie. They did personalized glasses for you guys.
Yeah, and they did a personalized bottle, one of our favorite champagne that we always order there. So they pay attention. They know what we love. Yeah, it was an amazing day. We had a very small ceremony, and then as Jardin opened to the public, some of our friends came, and it was a lovely, lovely day. The weather was beautiful. Yeah. Ugh, take me back.
I know, truly. That's the feeling that you want afterward. I feel like you'll be feeling that for years to come. You both look so gorge. It was such a gorgeous day. Family and I stopped by for a little bit for as long as the kids would allow us to hang. And it was such a nice, perfectly breezy time out on the patio. Matt has never been over there before. And afterward, he was like, that's such a nice place. We should go back for a little date. And I was like, duh.
That's why we're there every
I know.
week.
His favorite. She's not joking about the recommendation.
Yeah. But our florals were done by Rushing Blooms. She did a fantastic job. Chelsea Diane Photography did our photos, and she's only sent the preview, and I am so happy with how they turned out. I'd be good if that was just the whole
Right.
album.
They're so, from what you've shown, are so gorgy.
Yeah, they're it's everything I wanted. So it was just quiet, intimate. We went to dinner that evening at Lost Letter just with a few friends, and then our neighbors hosted us a brunch the following day. And yeah, we're just super grateful for amazing friends. Holly and I had a death in her family, so we've also been dealing with that and just feeling the emotions of that. And last week we were in Indiana just figuring things out with her family. And so if I've been a little behind the scenes and absent, that is why. Just it's heavy.
Yeah, you've had lots of high highs and lots
And
of
low
low
lows.
lows.
Mm-hmm.
And what comes with that is needing to sort of back up a little bit from some other things that you might normally be prioritizing, which is sort of the beauty of us being at the helm here. It's okay.
Yeah, I know. I did have to cancel something this weekend that I was really looking forward to. Maybe one day I'll share, but I did have to back out just for my mental health, y'all. It
Sometimes these
happens.
things happen. It's true. And it's I think I've heard somebody say this. I think this is a book too. The body keeps the score.
Yeah,
If you don't give yourself a break, your body will tell you when you're taking a break. So it's better just to be ahead of it.
truly, because mine does that to me. It'll get sick. It
Yes.
will. She'll be like, you're not stopping, so I'm gonna stop you.
No, I 100% to this day. I was sort of alluded to this or talked about this and here or there. Lost my hearing a couple of years ago on the left side, mostly. I 100% think it is because the year leading up to that, it was just insane stress. And my ear was like, I'm out of here, lady. You gotta be careful with your body.
It
That
is
and
so
also
true.
I hate to admit it, but we're getting older. That could be it too.
Yeah, I hope that's not the case, but we are.
It might just be that I'm heading into that time of life where it's like things are going to start to malfunction, but you do have to take care of yourself. And I know it's like, it's hard when you've got like all these commitments, especially in your job. You're like here and there and everywhere all the time. I'm sure it doesn't feel great to sort of like put a pause on anything, but it's beneficial for yourself. And I'm glad to hear that you've been able to.
Well, yeah, and I'm a person that will give my all to everything. And so I know if I can't, then it's just for the best
That's true
for
too.
both parties, you know?
Right.
And I mean, where I'm transparent about that. And I think that, that's just the way I work. And if I can't give it my all, then we're going to have to just do this another time.
No, that's true. And it's a completely understandable situation. I am glad that you are able to sort of like take that beat for yourself. I think it's best. And like you said, there are other opportunities. It will be fine. It's a bummer now, but this too shall pass.
Yep, this too shall
These
pass.
things happen.
So
And of course, also, Richmond City is feeling the after effects of a fun week too with the water outage. I mean, everything is just going haywire these
I
days.
know. I was actually really glad to be out of town again because I was not feeling that again.
No. No, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I texted Kelsey because again, I was away and I was like, "Yo, we need to put up a post. Do you have some ideas for a good catchy beginning?" And she's like, yeah,
Yeah.
let me reference Taylor."
Right. I can reference her at the drop of a hat.
But so we did. We were all expecting, Reputation Taylor's version, but actually the queen herself
No,
bought
she
all of
actually
her music.
I know she had even more updates, coming down the pipeline we didn't even realize. I wish we were part of her camp, but we just happened to know.
Yeah, what a mic drop.
I
So,
know, truly.
I think it's awesome. I read her little letter and I don't think we're getting Rep TV, but it's okay. We don't need it.
But no, and I appreciated like her insight to it where she was like, I like was trying, perfect to what we were just talking about. I was trying to like do the re-record of this entire thing. It was not making sense to me. I'm not going to push it.
Yep.
And so even Taylor Swift, she's like,
She
this
knows her
isn't,
boundaries.
yeah, right. She's like, I'm not doing this. And good for her. I mean, it's fantastic. And of course, to celebrate all week, I've been listening to the original album. It's fantastic as always. But yeah, it's been a big week of like all kinds of things. But we're trying to figure out like what's a way to, tie something topical into what's going on in Richmond. And when the AMAs were out like a couple weekends ago, the scuttlebutt around town was that she was going to announce
Yeah.
like the Rep TV.
Yep.
And then it was no,
She
not
didn't even show
happening.
up. She's like, I
No.
don't even need to be here.
No. And also like the fallout of that award ceremony is like this was terrible altogether. So
I didn't
no.
watch.
No, I got through like a little bit of the J-Lo because I was anticipating like the excitement, and then it was like becoming clear that this isn't happening. I think I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
So, but then she surprised us with something even more wonderful. So, like we said, high highs, low lows, all kinds of things going on recently.
Yeah, I think it's happening to everybody,
Yeah.
one way or another. So
But I'm glad it seems like they've gotten the water situation squared away for now. Of course, there was like, later in the week, Henrico was dealing with another version of it too, which I think is also like under control again. So I don't know. Hopefully for the rest of this year, at least, we can just not do this again.
I do have one gripe with the city.
Yes.
And
just one.
actually, I have a lot. We're dealing with a big escrow mishap that is the city's fault. And don't worry, we have a lawyer involved now.
Sure.
Don't mess with me. But I just got my car tax in the mail. And whatever. It sucks, whatever. The bill is dated for April 25th, and I got it today, which is June 3rd as we're recording. Guess when it's due?
Yesterday.
June 5th. And so how the hell, excuse my language, am I supposed to pay that in time Like, because of course, if you pay online, they're going to charge you a fee. So
Of
I
course.
like to send a check like an old lady because I don't like to pay those extra fees. And so if I mailed a check, we all know that our mailing system in Richmond is god awful as well. So let's add that to it. And I'm just like, this is an all around just shitty situation. I'm
Mm,
just so annoyed.
no, the city needs to get a few of these things together. The mail situation has been rough for
Oh
literally
my
years at this
God.
point.
Yeah, the mail sucks. I'm sorry. The city, their clerical thing with how they mail out things and mess up and send people the wrong things. It's not good. It's not a good look, Richmond. Come
Right.
on.
Right. Let's get this together. So did you reach out to me like, hey, by the way, you gave me 5 minutes to pay this?
I literally just opened it like 20 minutes ago.
Okay. So
So
there are conversations on the horizon.
honestly, I'm probably just gonna pay it online, eat the $5 fee because whatever, and it's like not cheap either. I mean, it's like
No,
$600.
no, always. Oh my gosh. No.
It's because my car's new and it's anyway, it's other problems.
Richmond, please, please get it together. My gosh.
Yeah, but we have a lawyer involved for our escrow mishap. I am gonna say it because it is kind of comical, just really quick. So you
Sure.
know how we're in a condo?
Yes.
Well, the city charged us for property tax on the whole building.
No,
And
no, no. The whole building?
my very, very smart mortgage company paid it. And so if you can imagine, it was a very large sum of money. And Holly
No.
and I have been dealing with this since January, and it's made our mortgage go up exponentially because our escrow is super low because they decided to pay everybody's property tax.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
welcome.
Oh my gosh.
So we've been dealing with this since January. So we'll call the mortgage company. The mortgage company is like, oh, you need to call the city. So then we call the city. The city's like, actually, you need to call the mortgage company. And we've been in limbo for this forever that I was like, no, this isn't, no. This, and it
Right.
is actually the city's fault
Oh
because
my
they
gosh.
put the wrong parcel number.
No.
Good job, RVA.
What a runaround. No, thank you. Like you have the time. People, get this together. What are we doing?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's fun stuff.
called a lawyer. Don't mess with me.
Yeah. No. Let's take care of business right now. That is so annoying and infuriating. I hope that gets squared away more quickly then.
Me too, because really, it's like we're going to get it back, obviously. It's just more of an inconvenience than anything. And it's like, who has time for this?
No, like to be doing like this whole runaround of things with different, like, I hate the whole like literal telephone of like, oh, you gotta
Adulting.
call this person. Yeah, it's just no, thank you.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, that was a lot.
Wow. And it's only the middle of the year. When you start to like think of it that way, it's like, wow, we're only halfway there.
Yeah. I'm going to need a lot of pool time
Yes.
in my
That's
future.
the good thing when stuff like starts to hit the fan like this around this time of year. At least there are extra like outlets you can have to sort of like, blow off some steam.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Fun
That was
things.
fun. All right. So let's dive in to more happy news.
Things to blow off steam. We've got them for you.
So what to eat, drink, see, and do in RVA this week, and I'm up first with eat. So it's finally Pride. So this week we are spotlighting a flavorful way to support our LGBTQ plus community. It's Dine Out for Pride, and it's happening now through June 8th. Dine Out for Pride is an annual initiative where participating Richmond restaurants offer special menu items, be it a dish, a dessert, or a cocktail, and they donate $1 from each sale to support VA Pride and Richmond Region Tourism's Out RVA campaign. And these orgs work tirelessly to promote inclusivity and support for the LGBTQ plus community. This year, there are 27 participating restaurants, which is awesome. Some include New York Deli, La Possum, Laura Lee's, Pinky's, and Birdie's. I'm actually headed to Birdie's tonight because I'm obsessed with their little menu.
Of course.
Yeah. But you can find the full list at outrva.com. But for Birdies, they have oysters, but they have this colorful granata on top, so it kind of looks like a rainbow. And then they have this Cobb salad that they put all the veggies on top, and it's all colorful. And I'm a sucker for that
Of
stuff.
course, I love a theme. How sweet is that? That's gonna be
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah, Holly and I really need a date night.
Yeah. Yeah. For any aforementioned things you've been going through, it sounds like you're due.
Yeah, so I think I was like, "Do you wanna go to Birdie's tonight?" And
Oh,
so
fun.
we made a little quick resi, so I'm
Oh, that'll
excited.
be so cutie, so exciting. We always talk about this with these different restaurant weeks. I love when we're doing this in Richmond, and it sounds like another great way to like give back while you're also getting something delicious.
Yeah, it seems fun, and lots of restaurants are participating, some great ones, so get out there.
Yeah, happy Pride, everybody. Oh, and speaking of that too, Paige, you actually just put out a reel covering some like LGBTQ owned businesses that people can support or
Yes,
different ways that people can like give back. We've got like a full
city
guide of
guide.
like different events and businesses that you can support all month long and beyond.
And I'm, like, so bummed. I mean, obviously, I didn't include every single LGBTQ+ owned business. I just don't A, have the content, or B, it would be a really long reel.
Right.
But I am so sad I didn't include Dinner Party because we love Dinner Party, and
Of course.
Annie is like me. Yeah.
We'll have her on our guide and we'll follow it up that way. But it is really hard to when you're trying to like put together like a concise reel, you only have so much room.
I know.
That's what the
So,
guide's for.
but those are fun. I always love to do those, round up
Yeah.
those types of businesses. It's
And
always
it
fun.
seems like a few people commenting so far have been very excited to see a
Yeah,
lot of their favorites on that list. So it's just like an extra push for you to get out there and support.
absolutely.
Well, for drink this week, this is something that's on my own Richmond bucket list. So if it's on yours too, I'm just reminding you that it's coming up again. It's First Fridays at Virginia Museum of History and Culture, which features $2 off wine and beer in the museum cafe, plus specialty mocktails for adults and kids, along with free after hours admission to the museum, food trucks, live music, and family friendly activities, and a bounce house if the weather permits, which I believe all this week looks pretty sunshiny, so it
Yep.
should. It happens this Friday, June 6th from 5 to 8. It's free, doesn't require registration. And they do this the first of the month every month. And every time like I scroll past it, I have it in my mind, like we have to get over there because it
Yeah.
seems so fun. And there are drink deals. So this is what I'm suggesting for the week.
Yeah, and you get free access to the museum, which is like I think at least $12 for
Right.
adults. So
I
I
know.
mean, it's a win-win, and they have the Give Me Liberty exhibition
I
on.
was just
So
about to say they've got great exhibits out now, especially the Give Me Liberty, which I feel like is particularly great for around this time of year, or just this time in society. So get over there if you haven't been in a while. The Virginia Museum of History and Culture is so beautiful.
it
Like
is.
I say, I'm a broken record, but I just like can't believe how gorgeous the museums are in our area. So if you haven't been, or even if you have and you want to an excuse to return, this seems like a good way to do it. You can bring your whole crew, get a little deal on drinks and enjoy.
And then I'm up for C, so mark your calendar this weekend for the Bramble On Tribute Fest happening Saturday and Sunday at Bramble Park. It's a 2-day outdoor music festival featuring tribute performances honoring legends in rock, soul, funk, and beyond. So they're going to have amazing tunes, 2 stages, food trucks, drinks, and a whole lot of energy. Tickets start at just $29 if you purchase in advance, but Richmond Experience members get $29 all weekend long. We have a special link and it's in our perks page. So definitely get on that because as we get closer, general admission tickets day of get more expensive.
Yeah.
But they also have VIP tickets that include a free cocktail, private restrooms, discounts, and more. So yeah, grab your friends and snag your tickets. You can visit bramblypark.com for all the details. But if you do want your specific link for RVX members, just visit our perks page and it's up on that.
They've kind of been buzzing about this for, I feel like since the beginning of the year is when we started like talking about it in the Insider and on our calendar and such. So it's fun that it's actually here.
Yeah, it seems fun. I'm probably gonna make an appearance there this weekend. I don't all of our neighbors are going, so I don't know. I might. We'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
how I feel.
Right. You got to sort of just go with the vibes of the coming days, which
Yep.
makes sense. But it does seem like it's a lot of fun. There are a lot of like outdoorsy concerts like happening all around town now that we're like really into that season. And this is one of them that seems like it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited to go to the new Allianz Amphitheater
Oh,
this
right,
week.
that's happening this year or this week too. I keep forgetting that, like, because when that was announced a couple weeks ago, like, I think you and I each at different points had gotten tickets to it, but it still seemed like June was so far away, but now it's here.
Yeah. Yeah, we got tickets to the free concert, but I'm going at like 10:30 in the morning
Oh,
tomorrow for I think the mayor is going to speak and do like a little. I don't know if there's going to be tours. We'll see. I'm going to get the lay of the land before the evening free concert, but I'm
sure.
excited either way.
And just enjoy. When is their first official, like, headliner?
So
Is
it
that
was supposed to be this weekend, but I think it was Kansas, but they had to postpone it due to a member of the band being ill. Now it's going to be June 7th with Rick Springfield.
Oh, I want my '80s tour. Fantastic.
Yeah, but Glass Animals, I like Glass Animals.
There are quite a few. We were just talking about this at book club last week that, and I think people are still like realizing this, but there are quite a few like good, like people set up for this whole summer.
Oh yeah, we already got tickets to Mumford and Sons.
Yes.
So
Mumford and
that's
Sons.
happening, but I do like Glass Animals. I don't know if I have plans that night. See, it's like the summer of live music for us.
It
We're
really
going to
is.
a ton of shows this summer. So I don't know, I might be adding a few more.
Listen, I think that's okay. 'Tis the season. Maymont's summer concert series kicks off, I think, this week also.
Yep,
So
it's the summer kickoff concert on Friday,
of course, Friday Cheers runs through the end of the month. I mean, there are a lot of things. Like get outside and enjoy some music, food, and drink. It's like you have to this time of year. It's the best.
which I haven't even been to a Friday Cheers concert.
That's true, you know? Like maybe in the next you'll have to get it in June 27th is the last one. You've got plenty of time.
I think that might be the only one I can go to this year.
The real finale, even better.
I'm actually putting that on my calendar right now.
We're back to like the planning
Friday
session
Cheers.
of the recording.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of being outside, I'll wrap us up with do. We're having perfect be outside weather recently, I think, and it is, of course, like threatening to like, get up there in temperatures very soon. But I took advantage of like the cooler, still springy temperatures at Pony Pasture recently, and I'm suggesting you do the same. Per friends of the James River Park, Pony Pasture is one of the most popular spots in the park with opportunities for sunbathing, splashing in the James, launching a canoe or raft, and more. In addition to hiking and biking trails, there are also multiple spots to sunbathe and enjoy paddlers braving the Class 2 Pony Pasture Rapids. Pony Pasture is also integral in the history of the park. The Scenic James Council was formed in 1966 to preserve Pony Pasture from a proposed highway along the south side of the river. There's plenty of parking over there, 150 spots to be exact. It's especially great if you're going for like a low key walkabout, which is very much, especially in this state of pregnancy, my go-to right now.
Mhm.
And there's plenty of shade too. So even as it like does start to get like a little warm into the summer, I can still see it being a great option. Plus they're like, as the friends of James River Park mentioned, plenty of opportunities to stop and like sort of like splash around if you want to cool down that way. And by the way, I just posted this on Instagram. Baltic's Bagel is about a mile away, and we scooped up a to-go order of that on our way out, which I also, of course, recommend. So just your reminder to take advantage of our beautiful natural sites around town. I had never been to Pony Pasture, so I was
No?
excited to check it out.
Yeah, we've been a few times. And then, of course, we like hike with the buttermilk in North Bank. So it
Right,
all connects. So
right.
that's fun.
So many options. But yeah, get out there. It's such a nice, especially if you've got kids along with you, it's very easy to stroll if you're going for a slower speed. But it was a lot of fun, a nice way to get outside.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
And that wraps us. So thanks for listening, Richmond. And by the way, there's more where that came from. Joining the Richmond Experience as a member is the best way to stay in the know about what's going on in RVA.
Not to worry, we refuse to sell your info or bombard you with ads, but we do charge a small annual membership fee of $39 a year to fund our team so we can keep doing this awesome work. Plus, a portion of each annual membership purchase for the Richmond Experience goes to rotating nonprofits each month. That's like $1 per week to get an all-access pass to the best of RVA and lift up local orgs. It's a really, really good deal, friends. And listen, what are friends for anyway? Use code CHATTER to get $10 off your first year subscription.
Give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at The Richmond Experience, and on Instagram at The Chatter and RVA too. And if you enjoyed this episode, send it to your buds and rate, review, and subscribe.
And if you want to keep up with each of us, you can find me at Kelsey Heinz's Typing on Instagram.
And me, Sips and Trips with Paige on Instagram.
Chat with you next week, RVA.